What up, guys? It's CBR West. Today, I'm going to be doing a review on this 2018 Honda CBR 300R that I purchased about 7 months ago, roughly. I've done put quite a few miles on it. I've done put since February, and it's August now. I've put 5,277 miles. That is a lot. That is a lot of miles in that time period for a street bike, for sure. There's a couple of things that I don't necessarily like about it, that I wish maybe I could figure out and do a little differently. The first thing is, I've noticed this on a lot of different bikes. It's the same, the way the headlights work. I don't like the way the headlights work, and I'm really gonna see if I can get it switched to the way I want it to. I gotta make sure it's legal first. But so let me show you. Let me flip it around. So you cut the bike on, right? It's on. The ignition's on. Headlights right here. Now you got your regular, then you got your brights. Well, no matter what, one headlight is always on. Well, that's both. That's the bright. So one headlight will always be on. There's no option, to cut them both off. So what I would like to do, I would like to make it to where instead of having one on that setting, make it to where they're both off. And then, you just cut it on and they both cut on. But, it's whatever. Another thing I noticed right away, okay, all that, the headlight thing, that's a lot of bikes are like that. And I think pretty much the majority of the ones getting made nowadays are like that. Something that I didn't necessarily like right off the rip, I noticed it right off the rip, is the ignition. I don't know if there's something wrong, or sometimes it happens, sometimes it don't. Sometimes it's like really hard to cut on. Other times it's not. Sometimes when you lock the steering wheel, when you lock the handlebars, it worked now. It's working perfectly fine right now. Go figure. But so it just see what I'm saying? Like it'll get stuck. You see what I'm saying? Like, it sucks, and I don't know why it keeps happening. But pretty much that's it. There was a recall on it already. I went and got the recall done. They had to take out the whole motor and everything. They had to do a lot. So they had it for a couple of days. Then right after I got it, I had it for, I want to say it was at 3,000 work one day, and then I got off work and I was about to head home, and I went out there and crunk it up perfectly fine. Went to go take off, and I didn't want to go. I used to ride dirt bikes when I was younger. My dad had motorcycles, my uncle, my cousin. I grew up with bikes around me. You know what I mean? Street bikes, dirt bikes, cruisers, Harleys. I grew up with all that around me. Four-wheelers, everything. So I automatically knew, it's the clutch. It feels, it's acting just like the clutch is just gone, which shouldn't be the case considering how new it was. So I noticed the clutch was messed up. Got it, towed on over there. Clutch was completely fried, they said. They went ahead and did it under warranty, so I didn't have to pay a dime for it. But ever since then, got that fixed, got the recall fixed. Ever since then, I haven't really had no other problem. I changed the oil. Okay, so here's the bike. This is my bike right here. This is my baby. That's it right there. So I changed the oil on it. Right here is your oil filter cover. Your oil filter is in there, of course. You had to take off these 4 bolts. These bolts used to be just like this one, and this one, and all those right there. They were the same as that bolts. When I was putting them back on, and barely any pressure at all, and they just snapped off right in there. One of them snapped off and left it in there. And then 2 other ones snapped, but I got them to come right back out. I just loosened it up slowly. But so I went down to Advanced Auto Parts, and I got these bolts here. They are so much more heavy duty. If you can see those bolts there, and then that bolt, like, they're totally different. These are gold bolts. I actually like the way they look better on the brass color than I do, these silver gray ones, silverish bolts. I like these gold ones better, and they're more heavy duty in my opinion. They really are. But anyways, so I just went. I found like 5. I placed all 4 of those. I put 4 of them on there, so I ain't got to worry about breaking them. But besides that, the way it rides, I love the way it rides. I really do. It's a 300. It ain't got a lot of power like the 6 and the 1000s and anything more than that. In my opinion, the 1000s are just too much for everyday riding. They really are, in my opinion. 600 is perfect. 300 is just perfect, man. You don't need any more than what you got, in my opinion, to, you know, get where you're going pretty quick, because I mean, I can still move pretty quick. There is a couple things that I'm going to want to do to this just to make it look better, for sure, is the fender illuminator. I want to get a fender illuminator. I really do, because I don't like how all this just comes off the back. I'm not a big fan, and it's not really, it don't cost a lot of money to get a fender illuminator. But and also the exhaust, I don't like the chrome exhaust. I don't. I'm gonna get something else with a little bit more carbon fiber on it. Maybe kind of like this carbon fiber design that's already on the bike. I want to get something like that as for an exhaust, because I'm not a big fan of chrome. I don't like chrome on cars, trucks, wheels, anything. I just don't like chrome. But anyway, that's just my opinion. But besides that, this bike's pretty. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful bike. First got it, it was so hard to get it in neutral. Like, it was so hard. If you guys got bikes and y'all have had that problem, or y'all thought y'all had that problem, let me know if I just wasn't doing something right, or if you got to break something in. I don't really know. I don't really know a lot about bikes. I know more about cars and trucks than I do bikes. It's not too shabby. And it sounds good too. I don't really want to rev it up too high right now. It's completely cold. But I'm at my mom's. She lives right by the airport. Too much. And it's 2018 Honda CBR300, and same year as this one, but just up a class. But that one was, you're constantly leaning over it, and I didn't like that. And I really want to find a good bike to upgrade to here soon, that can allow me to not be crunched over all the time. You know what I mean? That's just a bigger bike that I'm not. You know, if y'all have any recommendations, feel free to just drop them in the comments. Like, cause I really want to know what kind of bike I want to get next. I have no idea what bike I want to get next. I did go back up there where I got this one from, and I looked around, but I didn't really fall in love. I didn't get that feeling like I got when I seen this one. You know, I love the way this looks. Like, I absolutely. That just reminded me, there's a chain guard, or there was, that ran all the way up this frame, in through there, all around in there, and came back around on the bottom. Ripped off, and chain guard was just hanging out the side, and I was like, oh my gosh. I took it off. I guess the chain guard comes in 2 pieces, because a few months later the other one was sticking out, so I had to get that one off too. But I don't think you need it. I mean, it's just a chain guard to keep the chain from beating up the frame, but frame ain't getting beat up at all. Don't look like it. I really do. Haven't laid her down like real bad yet. Did twice, but it wasn't nothing major. First time was rolling like 5 miles an hour. Well, I was going like 30, and I got hit in the eye with like a rock or something. It was the sun was starting to go down. I just took my sunglasses off, and I opened my helmet to get some air, and a rock or a bug or something hit me. It felt like a rock, but I couldn't really see, and I just slowed down to like 5 miles an hour, and I just laid it down on the grass. And the second time was in my yard in the pine straw. But yeah, man, that's my total honest opinion about the 2018 Honda CBR300R. Thank you guys for watching. Have a good day. This is CBR West.